My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. This is a project that I made for a year ago, that I made for my Bible tracker for 2023. And I didn't end up using it as much as I wanted to. I used a bit of it for 2023. So I decided I'm going to adapt it to 2024. So I went onto my my digitals and I just took a little slice out of my cover, like where the 2023 was, and made it 2024. It's got the same images on the back, so I'm just going to glue that over top, and you'll hardly notice that it's an addition. And here it says 2023 as well, so I'm going to do the same thing with that, and I'm going to update this for 2024. So I actually went into the digitals as well, and I made a new cover that said 2024 and 2024 without having to do the cut and paste kind of thing. I just did that because mine was already put together. And then I made a couple of little tweaks in here, not a whole lot, but I thought I would offer it as a 2024 tracker if you're interested in using it for 2024. So I'm going to put it, well, it's already on my in my coffee shop. I updated the coffee shop listing so that it has the 2024 images in there. And I put it on half price. So I think probably for the month of January, I'll keep it on half price. So if you want to pick that up, you can pick it up for half price during the month of, well, starting now, whenever you see this video, until the end of January 2024. There's 22 pages in the kit. There's journaling pages, there's background pages, there's pockets and tags. I did coffee dyed paper in mine as well. And there's different kinds of trackers. Well, this is one of the, this is not how the page came. I just did that for my own use, but all of these components are in the kit. So this is like just a little mini tracker that you can track 6 different things over a week. And then there's also, so here's one that I've put together. I backed them 2 cards together and then sewed 3 edges and made a little pouch. And then there's also monthly trackers, and these ones I have I cut out another set of or printed another set of the months for myself, so I just cut those out and put those on the calendar. These I made into a pouch as well. And so there's just a ton of different ways that you can use the tracker. It comes with a couple of sheets. I printed these on sticker paper. One is blank, and then one has just different headings. So you can use the headings throughout the book and just add headings and then your information there. So, and then I did this folder in the middle. So anyways, I did a video on this in 2023, and instead of redoing, you know, the whole video, I'm already telling you repeat of what is going to be in the video. I thought I would just replay the video, but just let you know that it's in the coffee shop now, updated for 2024, and it's on sale for half price in the month of January 2024, starting now. So if you're interested in that, hang on and listen to the tutorial of what I made, how I made this tracker, this particular one, in 2023, and see how you can look at your description, or look at the description, and you can see how you can get it an updated version for 2024 and put it together and use it for your Bible tracking and more. You can do fitness tracking, all kinds of tracking with this. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. I'll put on the tutorial right now. Hello friends, I just wanted to show you a few little tips as I was putting together my Bible tracker. What I decided to do is I cut the spine in half. I folded it and cut it straight in half, and then on the other side I just put a piece of manila folder It's 2 inches wide, so I did 1 inch in the gap and then 1/2 inch overlapped on the 2 sides. So that gives me an extra inch in width plus an inch spine. And then I just covered that on this side with some book tape, book guard tape, which is fantastic stuff. I can't find a really inexpensive source for it in Canada. These things are ridiculous, like $40–50, but I managed to find this one somewhere, but it is fantastic stuff. So that's the spine, the cover rather. And then I decided to make 2 signatures this time. So each signature has a few of the pages from the kit, and I also interspersed a few pages of coffee dyed paper. So nothing, no rocket science or whatever here. I think each one was, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. So 2 signatures of 8 pages each. And then I sewed them onto another piece. It's a matching piece of this, the inside of this cover. And I just made a mark where the center was, and then I did 1/4 inch on either side of the center, and that was the places where I sewed my signature. So I have 1/4 inch inside. There's my center line, 1/4 inch there, 1/4 inch there, so actually 1/2 inch inside, and then 1/4 inch. When this goes in, it'll be 1/4 inch on each side before the fold of the cover comes over, if that makes sense. I decided not to do a complete process. I've done it several times on my channel before, and it probably just doesn't need to be done again. I'm just thinking now I have a bigger gap here, and I have these marks already here. I think I might just sew just a little folder or something in the center here. And I also don't like that I have 2 scriptures right back to back. So let me think about that for a minute and I'll be right back. So I was just looking through my stash and seeing what I had around, and I found this, and I thought that would fit perfectly into the center here, so I decided to use that. I sewed around the top and the bottom to make pockets, so I have 2 big pockets here. I didn't sew quite to the edge because I had put a little gusset here before, so I wanted to keep that for the pockets, so I just sewed kind of from edge to edge. I'll knot these off afterwards. And instead of stitching this in, because I've already put my tape on the other side, and because I think it probably will work better anyways, I just put a little bit of sticky tape there, and I'm just going to stick that right into the center there. So, well, I'll do that off camera. You don't really have to see that probably. So while I was sewing, I decided to sew around my cover as well. So I sewed around the cover. Probably not a great idea to sew through the sticky tape. My machine didn't have a problem, but it's probably not a great idea to do that with your sewing machine. So that will fit there. Once I tape this on, I've showed this before, but this tape here is Sukweing tape that, or sometimes it's called score tape. This is a 2.5 inch width, I think it is. I don't have my ruler, but I think it's about 2.5 inches. This one is 2 inches, so yeah. And comes in a big roll, and it works fantastic for these spines. So I'm just going to tape that in there. And then I printed out one of my journal pages, again, just on one side, and I'm going to put one here for an end paper and one on the other side for an end paper on the other side. So that will be my complete basic journal. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. And while I was stitching, I decided to stitch around all of my tags. I back the tags onto manila folder. I like to do that. and stitched and inked them all, and then I stitched with the zigzag around all the pockets as well. I didn't back those on anything, but I think it gives a little bit of strength to the pockets, and I like the look of it. So that's what I did now, and I'll come back and show you what I did in the next step. Okay, so I did a little bit more work on here. I got my spine put in, got my folder put in the center here, and put my end papers on the two ends. And I did put my pockets in different places here. So all of my pockets are put in. Then I was looking at the trackers, and I decided that I wanted one tracker for each month. And I'm going to use it to keep track of different spiritual disciplines, I think, on one tracker. So like Bible reading, prayer, memorization, whatever. I haven't figured out all of that part yet, but I thought I would just make, you know, a different mark, maybe a different colored mark. Each, like prayer would be one type of mark, and I would put that in there, and then I could also add another in the circle for Bible reading or whatever, so that I don't have to have, you know, 4 different trackers for January, 4 for February, etc. So on the page that this came on, there was 4 together, and I was going to cut them out separately, but then I just decided to cut it all out as one. I just cut out the outside edges, and then I made a pouch. So I just sewed it together. I just really had to sew on 2 sides. I sewed down here just because it was easier, but that was the fold. So I sewed it at the top and the bottom, and it made a little pouch. So then what I'm going to do is use that for, you know, just extra things to remind me to do during those months. And these will fit. So I made 3 of them. I printed that page out 3 times. And then I'll show you what I did with the months in a second. And these fit perfectly in my inside folder here. And they also fit in any of the pockets. So, you know, as I'm working with a certain month, I can do that wherever my pockets are. So there's another pocket, so I can stick it in there. I may put some pockets on the end papers. I'm not sure yet. Maybe even just one in the back so I don't cover up the puppy here. So I have 3 of those, and I'm going to use those like I said. And then I printed, because I printed out the page 3 times, and there was the smaller trackers that I showed you before. So these ones have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to track, and then this would be like a weekly tracker because there's 7 things to track there. So I'm not exactly sure. I may just do this if I want to, you know, kind of establish a habit or something like that. And then these ones I did as a pouch as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those, so I'll just store those in a pocket for now. Here's all my tags that I showed you before. They're all sewn on the edges. Because I wanted to do the months on here, I thought I would do that on another page. So I did it up here, and then once I printed it out, I realized those were way too small. So I did it again, but I didn't print out that part. But this is what your paper will look like. It'll look like these bigger months. So I have the months here, and then I thought to fill up the page I needed to do something. So I made 2 journal cards, 2 large 4x6 journal cards with lines on them. So I'm going to cut those out, back them probably on some manila card or scrapbook paper, whatever, and stitch around them. You could even fold it in half and make a booklet like I did with this, or even a pouch. So whatever you want to do with that. And then just to fill up the page, I put some 1.5 inch circles with some just a little bit brighter color, because a lot of this is pretty neutral. So I thought a little brighter for an accent here and there. So I'm going to add this into the kit, So this will be the 22nd page in the kit, and that will be in there. For those who have already purchased it, I'm going to send you a direct link to this page, so you'll get that as well. So I think I'm going to just leave that there. I haven't put any of my labels on yet, but I need to do a little bit more thinking about what I want to do where before I do that. But I just wanted to get this done to this point and share that, so that if you're wanting to make a tracker for 2023, you can get everything printed out, get it set up. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's going to be just the perfect size. I like the pouches in the middle, a lot of different flexibility. So I think this is going to be a really nice tracker. I'm going to enjoy using that this year. So if you want to pick that up, it's in the coffee shop. And if you have any questions or comments about this or how to put it together, leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. And if not, happy tracking. See you in the next video.